Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Frayed Hero here, and I'm gonna deck profile my Super Warrior deck profile. I just love the theme of this deck. It's super cool, and it is quite good. Nothing too out of the ordinary for this build. As you can see, I'm playing the fake replica weapon gem clone, so I can play the other impact monsters to use the new Origin Breaker. Jumping into the deck, we're playing 4 of our main engine here, the thing we have to always be transform on, just because it lets us be transformed into 2 cards at once, which is a really nice idea, and I like playing knights, so it's basically like playing knights. And then I'm playing 2 Geigranders, which is our pseudo searcher, and can be a standalone okay card, but it is just more ways realistically to see our gem clones. And then 4 Ein's formulas because it gets us gauge and draws cards. And then 2 Rampage Sonics because it gets huge crits and can wipe out monsters. And it also has the added bonus of not being able to counter when you attack a monster. And then 2 Frills, usually just for their discard, charge, and draw fodder, but her skill can come up sometimes if you have to use it. And then 1 The End Over, again, it can come up when you use its effect, it's just a flexible spot, you don't have to play it. 1 Mukuro for that same kind of tech slot, but he does have the ability to restand stuff and rest stuff on your opponent's turn, so he has a lot more utility. And then 1 Netman, potentially considering swapping one of these for one of those, just because seeing him is really nice and that burn damage can help you win games, as well as the life gain can just keep you in the game longer than you should normally. And then 4 of the Rebi gem clones. Card is absolutely bonkers because of the cards you can shove into the soul thanks to all the new stuff that came out, where you get to like attack where your opponent can't counter if you're attacking alone. You can attack all monsters at once. Damage dealt while you're attacking alone can't be reduced. It's just absolutely crazy. So you're playing the targets, the Ball, Burst, Smasher, Rebi. They're playing Galactical Punisher, and 2 Genesic Batterizer. So this just lets you get more stuff into your soul, and then this is the thing that damage can't be reduced. And this attacks everything when you're attacking alone, and they can't counter when you're attacking alone, which is absolutely crazy. So your opponent kind of just dies when you get to that point in the game. Moving on to our spells, we're playing 3 Finish Road Extras to search our gem clones. Pretty self-explanatory there, and it can also attack extend on using its counter skill to call a size Tyrella Super Warrior, which can come up. And then 3 Mirror Effect the Futures, just to check top 4, add cards, and give us gauge. 2 Reject Flashes to let us extend more, get gauge, and draw more cards. And then 3 Blissful Suns to check our gauge to add any card in there as long as we have a superhero on our field. And it's a counter, which is really nice. 2 2-draw extras to draw more cards and burn our opponent while gaining life if we have 2 transforms. And then 2-draw the generic one just to draw more cards, and it won't be stuck under the once per turn clause that these 2 are already in. And then for protective cards, 3 Mirror Shields to Phase End, which is relevant. You can side these out for other cards like Buddy Blocks, depending on the matchup, and Grace of the Sun Deities. For the same reason, you can swap ratios by siding in out stuff, but it's there to protect our item for the most part, or if they happen to have burn, it can come up. And then lastly, 2 Spell Nulls, because this deck can gain a ton of gauge, and you want to potentially try to stop buddy blocks and things from going off so you can just win the game. And that is the entire deck profile. I honestly would try out the new Zeta Rebi, but our locals has not got promos since I'd say December of last year, maybe November. So I'm not sure when I'll ever see that card, but this is probably what I would play if I enter the Bushy Road event later for the online fights. And that's the entire deck profile. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, deck choices, tips, anything, I'd love to hear it in the comments down below. If you guys like the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.